Another day, another headache for a US investor in Chongqing's rural heartland. The plan was to drop off this load of plastic tubes further uphill and see if they could help make harvesting oranges on the steep slopes more efficient. That is, before the truck slipped into this ditch. Well, where mechanisation fails, there's always plenty of labour. Or is there? With a population of 1.3 billion people, the government tells investors that finding workers is easy, especially in poor rural areas like this.
Well, the 1.3 billion people are not here. Actually, we're going to have a problem with labor right now, as it looks like. A lot of the farmers, especially the younger farmers, they've gone to the city, to the construction areas.
And for labour-intensive rural investments, this is a challenge. That's why you mainly see older locals working the 15 square kilometres of groves under cultivation, earning around $2.50 per day. Back in 1997, when the Bronfman-controlled Seagram Group first invested in Chongqing, it wasn't actually interested in frontline farming. The plan was to help establish quality groves, then just buy the fruit in order to produce juice concentrate. Seagram committed $13 million over 8 years in seeds and growing trees to near maturity. As it turned out, this could be best described as an aid project. In 2005, faced with seriously questionable practices at local government level, Seagram decided not to stay on in Chongqing. It gave all its trees away, even its technical centre. As expected, a well-connected local competitor stepped in to take advantage of the new burgeoning orange industry, and even today tells suppliers that it's part of the big US group. This cosy local arrangement, however, wasn't sustainable. Within 2 years, the government knew it had a problem. Farmers had little money for fertilisers. They were growing crops between the trees. Supervision was poor. The risk of failed groves was high. Edgar Bronfman agreed to come back, though it was clear that the new venture, EMB Citrus, would have to manage the whole cycle from farming to processing.
We might not have originally wanted to be in the orange growing business. We are very much in it now. It has an upside in that we can control quality, yields, much better than we could if we were working with farmer growers. But the downside is every time there's a drought or heavy rains, I start losing sleep.
EMB Citrus contracts the land on a 30-year lease, the rent based on the market value of the usual yield of rice. The company shoulders the risks: harvesting, transportation, buying fertilisers, pesticides, everything. And the government, with no investment, can potentially generate greater tax revenues.
I think that in many countries they have these advantages because they have know-how, have some new technology and management. I think that is very important, and of course funding, finance.
First, they've got to get the oranges from here to the market, and it looks as if this makeshift system will work, at least for loading small pickups that can handle the dirt track. Considering the challenges facing foreigners in China's hinterland, the word perseverance comes to mind. Clearly, without this, profits would be slim pickings.